Guys, hello and welcome to the Librarian TV network. Today is March 26, 2025, and as we speak, March is actually getting to an end from our indication. So anytime next week, we will be into the month of April. So if you are following us from any part of the world, want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, I'm Princess KD Koffa. You can like, share, and comment on our Facebook and YouTube channel. Today, there are a lot of things that happened yesterday and up to this morning. So just to provide an update with regards to what happened. Yesterday, hundreds of students from the Monrovia Consolidated School System, normally called MCSS, gathered at the entrances of the University of Liberia Capitol building, and also some of them were at the executive mansion end, demanding the government of the Republic of Liberia to actually pay their instructors. So they actually started that protest two to 3 days ago, and yesterday on was a bit brutal, wherein students were actually agitating, stating that their teachers have laid down truck and then they need to be in school learning. But unfortunately, none of such is actually happening. Henceforth, they are calling on national government to see how best these guys can actually, provide some remedies to the educational system. So with regards to yesterday's protest, video footage on social media, I was like, students were tear gas, and there were some foes that actually came from the police angle. But as we speak, what happened yesterday, because if you actually start to look at the video that is first on social media, and we were also there yesterday to cover that story, at a certain point in time, you could see the student was trying to read out the petition to the House of Parliament, wherein few representatives were there to actually hold the student petition. Unfortunately, at the other scene, we heard that police were shooting tear gas, but we didn't actually know exactly what led to the shooting of the tear gas, because we were like a few meters away. So immediately the students know that there was no shooting of tear gas, they definitely stopped reading the petition. But hobby, it is what it is from our angle. It has happened, but then they said investigation is ongoing, because the Deputy Police IG, Honorable Nelson Freeman, was on ground when said incident occurred. And then the Republic of Liberia has actually responded to the former President Fomrer Weah session in regards to uncertainty in the country, stating that the democratic activities of the country is actually not stable, making some references to the by-election going in neighboring counties, stating that the election could be chaotic if real remedy is not actually put into place. This statement was actually provided during his visit to the one UN House coordinator. But then yesterday, the government of the Republic of Liberia, through the Information Ministry, actually diminishes former President Weah's session with regards to how the country is being run. And also yesterday, immediately after the protest, the Educational Minister, Dr. Madam Jasso Jala, actually responded to the protest, stating that it is a plot for personal interest, because why she know about all teachers have been paid. In fact, no one have been left behind. So they don't really know why the students are actually protesting, why students are getting into the street. But they said no one's salary has been held, no one allowances or benefits have been held. So there was no need for the student to get into the street. But then the student kept saying that demand are not met. If teachers are not in class, definitely they will be in the street on a daily basis. Let what I see, because this is not actually giving the country a good image from our indication. On a daily basis, some of our friends in and out of Liberia normally call us, stating that what is happening in your country, we don't really understand. But it is what it is. And Liberia Water and Sewar announces waiver for indebted water customers. So this is really laudable, because looking at our economic strength in Liberia, and then many are actually using the water and sewer line, but then they cannot actually afford. And if Director Mo Ali is doing this, is something really good. He has really been working for over the past times and up to date, and he is still working. And also video footage on social media this morning, we saw that there was a massive demolition by the government of the Republic of Liberia through the Douala to Simpoprish, and stating that they want to expand the road. Many have hailed the government intervention to saying that development is actually good for our country, and others are saying no, it is not timely. Because people whom have been damaged, where will they be relocated and other things. But we got some information that state that these individuals were actually informed and some were even provided cash in order for relocation, but unfortunately some of them stayed there and actually say, oh yes, nothing would actually happen, but it is what it is. And Senate Pro Tem, Madam Robin Kanga Lauren from Grand Bassa County said that Grand Bassa County will get US 6.5 million grain and 12,000 homes to be electrified with 12,000 free meters in 2026. So, of recent, a recent delegate from the European Union actually met and had this kind of discussion, wherein things were actually placed in order and many things were actually okay. And then, during that discussion, they actually provided that, oh yes indeed, they will provide this kind of remedy for citizens in and around Liberia. So this is something that was actually unique, and we hope that yes indeed it happens. And this one says fake doctor arrested in Monrovia after surgery led to man's death. And another one happened today again. Another fake doctor has been on the runs that led to a beautiful female death. So this is time for the Liberia medical institution or the medical, companies or entities to actually take action, especially in the regulatory board to actually take action. But from our indication, we've been told that some action have been taken. And one of the ministers at the Ministry of Finance has gone on compulsory leave due to some ethical breach, and we've been told that they have been sent to the office of the Ombudsman for proper investigation. And this one says Samsung Electronics co-CEO Han Hon Hee died at the age of 63. So, and this one is saying ECOWAS meeting went wrong. So there was this information where in ECOWAS came to Liberia to see how they can mitigate things, but then unfortunately the meeting went wrong on the very first date. But we also been told that there have been some kind being restored. There are a series of discussions ongoing with regards to Liberia speakership, and today Supreme Court to actually provide hearing in Embattled Speaker, bill of information at the Supreme Court of Liberia. So everyone at our ears to seeing what will be said. And Emma Glasgow, former suspended Nafaa director sued GOL to ECOWAS 10 million. So everyone have been concerned, where did she actually take this money from to sue? It is because President Weah didn't actually take some action in dealing with her through the law. Only suspension, that's the reason why she decided to take this. But she's stating that it's due to her reputation, because her reputation has been damaged. She needs a reputation to be restored. And President Weah hailed NPA for the leadership. So Mr. Dukla has been hailed for his level of leadership, and also we've been told that the APM terminal contract to be revised. So there are discussions ongoing. I think they have additional 25 more years contract, but 25 or 35 more years contract. But we've been told that that decision will be revised in this government. So this one say MCC, okay, that's the same. KK and Bike rather speak to the media, stating that the ruling that came from the Supreme Court is something that not need to actually be looked into. It's just a mere statement that came from the Supreme Court, and in fact the Supreme Court was biased and so many things were said. But it is what it is. If you are following us from any part of the world, want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Princess KD Kopo. You can like, share, comment on our Facebook and YouTube page. We are in Liberia, and today is March 26, 2024. Corruption hit Deputy Speaker. Embezzle, according to Martin Colley, says that the Embattled Speaker has embezzled 116,500 LD and 31.6 million, and placed it in one of his mentees' name. The guy's name is Francis C. Sonton. So it is not my own Francis, I beg you. Yeah, and this one say at least 2,000 new HIV infection cases expected to reach the over 6 million further deaths over the next 4 years, according to United Nations AIDS Commission chief in Liberia. And this one says, this one says UNICEF hand over 30 Yamaha motorbikes to Rural Teachers Training Institute, honored the Ministry of Education, and LMP suspend Officer for Belgrade, Chief Inspector of Police, Frank P. Bandan, ID 5396, and Sergeant Sam C.F. Kabar, ID 4248 for allegedly moving into Honorable Yeke Kolobaka without his consent. So the police, as they have currently investigated and suspended them for I think one have been suspended for 1 month, another one have been suspended for 3 months with pay and slow accountability outbreak. So recent Honorable Snow said that he said that the Labour Minister, Honorable Giddings' car is above 45,000, and if that is the case, he will resign. And there have been some investigation that went on, and it stated that the car is not above 45,000. So now everyone are wishing and everyone are waiting to see if he will resign. And full bench to detail. Okay, we are done with this. CDC youth wing condemned force used by police during the student protest, and LMP got 20 electronic motorbikes from the Liberia Dudu News Energy Resource Technology Incorporated. So this is laudable. And Liberia, Gambia, and Sierra Leone to implement free roaming on calls. So they say this is meant to strengthen the bilateral agreement and also communications activities in these 3 counties. So you can be anywhere, or if you travel to Sierra Leone, you can have your Liberian SIM and use it there. You pay the same local rate. You go to Gambia, that's the same, and if Sierra Leone comes in, that's the same. So this is something that is really good, and we know that it will help the economy. And okay, so guys, so far so good. This is what we have for you this morning. I want to say thank you for following this platform. I'm Princess KD Cooper. Like, share, and comment on our Facebook and YouTube page. Bye bye.